There was a young man on Facebook who was curious about my setup, and it's a little ghetto, but I wasn't gonna spend like $80 on a computer case because it's just a bunch of metal. Like, come on. Okay, so anyway, it's a one of those Chinese boards of a 2011 version 4 or 3 chip it can take. It's got plenty of USBs. That's the one thing I definitely like about it. It doesn't have the greatest sound card, but considering I paid $80 for the board, that's not bad. The chip I went with was an E5 2683 version 4, which is 16 core 32 thread. Now it says my base speed is 2.10, but my max over here, you might see, yeah, 2.7, nearly 2.8 is my max. I figured out the settings in the BIOS to properly get it up to its max core clock. Things I do like about it, it's only 120 watts, which is a good chip for how many cores and threads. The frequency's a little low, but the amount of cache, 40 megabytes cache built into level 3, man, that's badass. And considering it's 16 cores, 32 threads. Now, I went with a really low profile 730 card. NVIDIA model. I think it's a GT, I'm unsure, I'd have to double check, but realistically, it gets the job done. So with the card being like 30 watts, the chip being 120 watts, I'm saying this thing's not even drawing about maybe under 180, 160 most, maybe 175 at most, even on max load. So overall, I say for a budget build, and besides like the limitation of a DDR3 video card at 2 gigs, that's the biggest limitation, like realistically. But down the road, I'll get a better low profile card. I'll try and find something that's not over 100 watts and try to keep it always under 200 watts minimum. So the only thing is, eventually, I gotta change this power supply out for something smaller, maybe a 250 watt if I can. That'd be awesome, and then I'll use that power supply for my main server, my other server I'm going to build down the road, maybe. But overall, I got this chip for $30 off AliExpress, so awesome deal. Just awesome deal. Good chip, pretty reliable. It does lack a little on frequency, but overall, it's a good chip.